A ChatGPT is a computer program you can talk to. It is a type of artificial intelligence, often called AI. AI helps computers think or learn in certain ways like humans do. ChatGPT is special because it can chat with you. Think of it like chatting with a friend online, but ChatGPT is not a real person. It is a very smart chatbot. It uses advanced technology to understand your words and sentences. Then, it writes back to you. The way ChatGPT writes often sounds like a real person wrote it. It can understand different questions and give detailed answers. These answers usually feel natural and easy to read. It can even change its style of talking if you ask it to. ChatGPT became famous very quickly after it was released by a company called OpenAI in late 2022. People all over the world started using it. They were amazed by what it could do. Many computer programs before could not write or understand language so well. This surprise and its useful skills made it popular. That is why you hear so many people talking about it. To learn how to talk, ChatGPT read huge amounts of text. This included information from websites, books, and articles. This massive amount of reading helps it understand many different subjects. What makes ChatGPT so interesting? It has many amazing skills. It can answer complex questions. It can write stories, emails, poems, and even computer instructions called code. Students use it for homework help. Writers use it for ideas. It can also translate between different languages. These useful abilities show how much AI technology has grown. 2. How it started. A company called OpenAI made ChatGPT. It is an American company. Some very smart people started OpenAI in 2015. One important person was Sam Altman, who is now the boss. Another company, Microsoft, gave OpenAI money and help with powerful computers. OpenAI wanted to build very smart computers. This kind of smart computer is called artificial intelligence, or AI. Their main goal was to make AI that could help people and be safe to use. At first, they wanted to share everything they learned, like a school or library. Later, they changed and became more like a normal company. They worked for many years to make the AI better. They created special computer programs called GPT models. These programs learn from a lot of information. Think about reading many books and websites. That is like how the AI learned. Humans also helped teach the AI. People talked with the computer program. They acted like a user and like the AI. They showed the computer examples of good conversations. They also ranked the computer's answers. If an answer was good, they told the computer. If an answer was bad, they told the computer that too. This process helped the AI learn to talk more like a person and give helpful answers. It was like training a student. OpenAI used information from people using the program to make it even better over time. OpenAI showed ChatGPT to everyone on November 30th, 2022. At first, it was free for anyone to try. People could go online and chat with it. What happened next was a very big surprise. Many people loved ChatGPT. It became popular extremely fast. In just 5 days, 1 million people used it. After only 2 months, more than 100 million people were using ChatGPT. This was faster than any other program on the internet before. This big success surprised the people at OpenAI. They did not expect so many people to use it so quickly. Because ChatGPT was so popular, other big companies like Google started to work faster on their own AI chatbots. ChatGPT started a big race to build better and smarter AI. It really changed the world of technology very quickly. 3. How it learns. How does ChatGPT know so many things and talk like a person? It learns by reading. It reads a huge amount of text, more than any person could read. Think about a giant library filled with books and websites, but much, much bigger and all stored on computers. This huge collection of text helps it understand language, facts, and ideas about the world. Where does all this reading material come from? It comes from many different places online. A ChatGPT learns from text found in books. It also uses information from websites across the internet. For example, it has read many pages from the online encyclopedia Wikipedia. It learns from news articles, stories, computer guides, and lots of other writing found online. This helps it learn about many different subjects. But just reading text is not enough for it to chat well. A ChatGPT also needs special help from people to learn how to be a good assistant. This help is called training. People teach the computer model during this training process. There are two main ways people help train ChatGPT. The first way is called supervised learning. Here, human trainers show ChatGPT how to have good conversations. They write examples of chats themselves. They act like both the user asking a question and the AI giving an answer. ChatGPT studies these good examples. It learns the right way to respond and talk like a helpful person. The second way uses feedback. This is called reinforcement learning. After the model writes an answer, human trainers look at it. They decide if the answer is good, okay, or not very good. They rank different possible answers from best to worst. This information is used to create reward systems for the AI. ChatGPT learns to choose the types of answers that humans said were better. It is like giving the AI points when it gives a good, helpful answer. People also teach ChatGPT to be safe and polite. They show it examples of text that is bad or harmful. This teaches ChatGPT what not to say. It learns to avoid saying things that are mean, untrue, unsafe, or show bias. The goal is to make it talk nicely and responsibly. You can help ChatGPT learn too. When you use ChatGPT, you might see buttons like a thumb up or a thumb down next to its answers. Clicking these buttons tells the team at OpenAI if you thought the answer was helpful or not. They use this feedback from many users to make ChatGPT better over time. How does ChatGPT remember what you talked about? It remembers the recent messages in your current conversation. This helps the chat flow naturally and make sense. It uses this short-term memory to understand your next question based on what you just discussed. However, it forgets the conversation when you start a completely new chat session. 4. What it can do. ChatGPT is like a very helpful chat partner. Its main job is to talk like a person. You can ask it many kinds of questions, and it will try to give you an answer. It knows about many different things because it learned from a lot of text, like books and websites. It can answer questions you might ask for a test. But it can do much more than just answer questions. It is very good at writing. You can ask it to write things for you. For example, it can write short stories, fairy tales, poems, or even song words. It can also help with work or school tasks. It can write emails or help students write essays for homework. It can take a long text and make it shorter, which is called summarizing. Some people use it to get ideas for new businesses. ChatGPT is also useful for people who work with computers. It can write computer code. Computer code is the special language used to make computer programs and websites. It can also help find and fix mistakes in computer code. This is called debugging. It can understand and write in many different languages. If you need to translate text from one language to another, like from English to Spanish or Japanese to English, ChatGPT can help. People have tested its translations, and it often does a good job, sometimes better than other translation tools because it understands the whole conversation. It even helps countries keep their languages alive, like helping with the Icelandic language. ChatGPT can also be creative in other ways. It can compose music. Sometimes people use it for fun too. It can play simple games with you, like tic-tac-toe. It can even pretend to be different things, like a Linux computer system or a machine that gives you money from the bank. With new updates and newer models like GPT-4, it learned more skills. Some versions can look at pictures you show them. Some can listen to you speak and talk back using a voice, like a real conversation. It can connect to the internet to find new information for some questions, so its answers are more up-to-date. It can also create images if you ask it to, using tools like DALL-E 3. Because it can do so many different things, people find many ways to use ChatGPT for work, study, creative projects, and just for fun. It is a tool with many uses. 5. Problems and limits. ChatGPT is very clever, but it is not perfect. It has some problems and limits. Sometimes it makes mistakes. It can say things that sound real, but they are not true. People call this hallucination. It is like the computer is dreaming or guessing information. For example, it might make up facts or tell a story that never happened. This happens because it learned from lots of text, but sometimes it puts information together in the wrong way. One writer compared it to looking at a blurry photo. Some parts are clear, but some parts are made up to fill the spaces. Another limit is about time. ChatGPT does not know everything that happened recently. Its learning stopped at a certain point in the past. So if you ask about very new events or information, it might not know the answer, or it might guess incorrectly. Newer versions can sometimes search the internet for newer information, but this does not always fix the problem. The information ChatGPT learned from can also cause problems. The text it learned from includes websites and books written by many different people. Sometimes this information is unfair or shows bad ideas about certain groups of people. This is called bias. Because ChatGPT learned this bias, it sometimes says things that are unfair or wrong about different kinds of people, like women or people from different countries or scientists of color. OpenAI tries to teach it to be fair, but it is hard to remove all bias. Some people try to make ChatGPT say bad things. They use tricks and special questions to get around its safety rules. This is sometimes called jailbreaking. They might try to make it say hateful things or give dangerous instructions. OpenAI works hard to stop people from doing this, but sometimes the tricks work for a short time. So while ChatGPT can do amazing things, it is important to remember its limits. It can be wrong, its knowledge is not always up to date, it can show bias, and people can try to misuse it. It cannot understand things like a person truly can. Users need to check the information it gives and think carefully about its answers. It is a helpful tool, but it is not always right. 6. Getting better and bigger. ChatGPT did not stay the same after it was launched. OpenAI worked hard to make it better and bigger. When ChatGPT first came out, it was free for everyone to try. So many people used it. Later, OpenAI offered different ways to use it. There is still a free version that many people use, but there is also a paid version called ChatGPT Plus. People who pay $20 a month get extra benefits. They can use ChatGPT even when it's very busy, and they often get faster answers. Paid users also get to try new features before others. There are also plans for teams and large companies. OpenAI made new, smarter versions of the computer models that power ChatGPT. A big step was GPT-4, which came out in March 2023. It was much better than the first model. Then came GPT-4o in May 2024. The O in its name stands for Omni because it can understand and create text, sound, and images. GPT-4o is faster and smarter than GPT-4. It is even available for free users, although paid users have higher limits on how much they can use it. OpenAI continues to release new models like o1, o3, and GPT-4.5. These newer models are designed to be better at thinking, solving complex problems, and understanding users. There are also smaller, faster versions like GPT-4o Mini for quicker tasks. ChatGPT also learned new tricks. At first, it only knew information from its training data, which ended at a certain point in time. Later, OpenAI gave it the ability to browse the web. This means ChatGPT can search the internet for current information to give more up-to-date answers. Another exciting feature added for paid users was image creation. Using a tool called DALL-E3, users could ask ChatGPT to make pictures based on their descriptions. Newer models like GPT-4o can create images directly. Users can also upload images for ChatGPT to look at and discuss. You don't need a computer to use ChatGPT anymore. OpenAI created mobile apps for phones. An app for Apple's iOS phones was released in May 2023. An app for Android phones followed in July 2023. These apps let people chat with ChatGPT wherever they are. The apps remember your chat history and allow you to speak your questions using voice input. It's not just people chatting directly with ChatGPT. Software creators, called developers, can use OpenAI's technology too. OpenAI provides tools called APIs. These let developers build ChatGPT's abilities into their own applications and websites. This is why you might see chat features similar to ChatGPT in other software, like Snapchat's My AI. ChatGPT grew incredibly fast. Within just 2 months of its launch, it reached over 100 million users. This made it one of the fastest-growing applications in history. Its website became one of the most popular sites on the internet globally. This rapid growth showed how useful and interesting people found this new AI technology. It continues to improve and reach more people around the world. 7. How people use it. Many different kinds of people find ways to use this tool every day. It helps with work, school, and even for fun. Students use it a lot. They might ask it to explain difficult topics from class. Some use it to help write essays or do homework. This can be helpful, but schools worry about students using it to cheat instead of learning themselves. Some teachers are finding ways to use it in class to help students learn better. Writers find it useful too. It can give them ideas when they don't know what to write next. Some people use it to help write articles, stories, or even whole books. You can find books on websites like Amazon that say Chatgpt helped write them. People who write computer programs, called programmers, use it to help with their work. It can write pieces of computer code for them. It can also look at code they wrote and help find mistakes or suggest ways to make it better. But programmers need to check the answers carefully because sometimes the code it gives is wrong. Businesses are also using this tool. Companies might use it to write emails quickly or think of new ideas for products. Some use it to answer simple questions from customers. It helps businesses do some tasks faster. Doctors and people working in medicine are looking at how it can help. Some studies showed it could pass medical exams. Doctors think maybe it could help answer patient questions or find information. But there are big problems. It sometimes gives wrong medical advice or makes up information, which is very dangerous. So doctors must be very careful. Lawyers have also tried using it. Some used it to help write legal papers or find information about laws. But like in medicine, it can make serious mistakes. In one famous case, lawyers used it and it made up fake court cases. This caused big problems for the lawyers. So using it for important legal work is risky. People also use it for fun or creative things. They ask it to write poems or song words. Some have used it to help create art or even write parts of a movie script. Someone even used it to help write a church service in Germany. Because it can do many writing and thinking tasks, some people worry about jobs. They think maybe jobs like writing, customer service, or data entry could change because this tool can do parts of that work. It is clear that many people are finding uses for it, both good and sometimes problematic. 8. The future and us. Chatgpt arrived in 2022 and became popular very fast. Many people started using it quickly, reaching 100 million users in just 2 months. It felt like something new and big had happened in the world of computers and technology. This fast change made many people think about the future. Big companies noticed ChatGPT's success. Google felt they needed to act fast. They worried that ChatGPT could change how people search for information online. Google worked hard to make its own AI chatbot, now called Gemini. Other companies like Microsoft and Apple also started working more with this kind of AI. Microsoft put similar technology into its search engine Bing and other products. Apple planned to add ChatGPT features to its phones. This started a sort of competition between the big technology companies, sometimes called an AI arms race. But not everyone was happy. Some people worried about problems. Teachers worried that students might use ChatGPT to cheat on their homework because it can write essays easily. Using AI for schoolwork became a big discussion. Another worry was fake news. Because AI like ChatGPT can write like a person, Some worried it could be used to create false stories and spread them online quickly. It can be hard to know if something was written by a person or an AI. There were also bigger fears. Could AI like this become too smart or dangerous? Some important people in technology, like Elon Musk and AI scientist Geoffrey Hinton, shared their worries. They thought about AI safety and what might happen if AI gets out of control. Mr. Hinton left his job at Google to speak more freely about the risks. People also worried about jobs. If AI can write, code, translate, and do other tasks, will humans lose their jobs? This is a big question for many workers and companies. Another problem is about who owns information. ChatGPT learned from lots of text from the internet, including books and news articles. Some writers, artists, and companies, like the newspaper The New York Times, said this was not fair. They argued that OpenAI used their work without asking or paying. This is a problem called copyright infringement. There are now legal cases about this issue. So people have very different feelings about ChatGPT and AI. Many people are excited. They see it as a helpful tool for learning, working, and being creative. It can help write emails, generate ideas, or translate languages, but others feel scared or worried. They think about the problems like job losses, fake information, and the safety risks of powerful AI. Even countries have different views. Italy banned ChatGPT for a short time because of privacy worries. It is a mix of excitement and fear. What will happen next? AI technology is still getting better very fast. New models are coming out that are smarter and can do more things. Governments might create new rules to control how AI is used. Companies will continue to find new ways to use AI in their products and services. It is likely that AI will become a bigger part of our lives. ChatGPT really changed things quickly. It showed many people what AI can do. It started big discussions about technology, jobs, safety, and what it means to be human. The world is still figuring out how to live with powerful AI like this. It has already had a big impact, and this will likely continue. How do you think tools like ChatGPT will change schools or work in the future?
Hey there! Just a second before you go. If you learned something new today, please give this video a like, write your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to the channel. It only takes a second, and it really, really helps to create even better English videos for you. Your support means the world. Thank you.